Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Ryan, chiropractor in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was going to talk to you today on carbohydrate poisoning and how that can affect your back. Now, you may be wondering, the heck is he talking about carbohydrate poisoning? I've never actually heard of carbohydrate poisoning before. Well, carbohydrate poisoning is just a simple thing that's happening to your body from eating too many carbohydrates. Now, you probably understand what carbohydrates are, but just kind of make it clear here. Carbohydrates are sugars. And you get sugars in a lot of different forms, not just from eating the candy bars or breakfast cereals that you kind of see that you know have sugars in it. But a lot of carbohydrates are kind of hidden, and they're in baked goods. They come in flour, a lot of carbohydrates in flour, baked goods, just things, cakes, things that you would ordinarily get. And now there's a distinction too here, because there's really good carbohydrates and then there's really bad carbohydrates. Carbohydrates that are good are like almost all vegetables have carbohydrates in them, and those for the most part, just consider vegetable carbohydrates good, and consider pre-processed foods and baked goods and that really on the bad carbohydrates. So if you're eating a bunch of the bad carbohydrates, that's where you get carbohydrate poisoning. Now, how does carbohydrate poisoning affect your back? Well, I've practiced for a long time, and you can see two things that happen with carbohydrate poisoning in your back. One, people who have it have a lot more pain. And why is that going on? It's because they're damaging their not only their back and spine and nervous system, but they're also damaging their organs inside, because all of those have high accumulation of sugar surrounded in your bloodstream. Whether or not you're diabetic or not, you're still getting the same type of thing. Different people just can process the sugars a little bit better, but they still have the carbohydrate poisoning, and their organs are sick, their nervous system is sick, their back's sick, and they just get a load of different symptoms. They're sick more often, their back hurts. I've got patients that you can hardly even touch their back, just the lightest touch, just what would maybe cause a tickle on normal people, sends them flying. It hurts. It's like excruciating pain. It's like you're stabbing them with a knife. And why is that? And that's a diet thing. Their organs and glands are sick. Their skin is sick. Their skin's the biggest organ you have. And now those people have so many carbohydrates in them that their skin is sick, so that when you touch it, it causes that reaction to pain just from the lightest touch. So the correction to this is you just have to stop eating or cut down a whole bunch on the bad carbohydrates. If you keep doing what you're doing, it eventually just kills you. And, or you get serious illnesses and those kill you. And people say, well, why me? Why did I get this? Well, it's because you've had carbohydrate poisoning. You might have had it all your life, or maybe you just developed really bad habits. But it's really easy to have nowadays on how you eat. So, carbohydrate poisoning, bad for you, bad for your back, bad for your organs, bad for your continual lifespan. So my recommendation is, if you're eating too many of these bad carbohydrates, you just need to change your patterns and stop. Thanks so much.